Okay, a message from the CDC urging people to take precautions when they travel this summer. That's because measles cases are spreading nationwide. In Colorado, 3 cases were recently linked to an international flight. So today, we continue our conversation about what you need to know while traveling, because it's travel season. 9 News medical expert Dr. Kohli is joining us now. We talked about with you last week how incredibly contagious this is, and it can hang around, this virus, for a while. So
2 hours, I believe.
So it's different than the flu and COVID.
Very different. In fact, much, much more contagious. So just to put it into context, we look at something called the R-naught, which is a single person that has it. On average, how many unvaccinated people are they going to infect? So for flu, it's 1.3. One person gives it to 1.3 other people. For the original COVID variant, it was 2 to 3. One person gives it to 2 to 3 other people. For this, it's 12 to 18.
Wow.
Oh, geez.
And so just to think about a plane, if you have a plane full of unvaccinated people and one single person on the plane has the measles, 90% of them are going to get positive for it. So it's just one of these incredibly contagious viruses, lingers in the air for 2 hours, as you said, also on surfaces for 2 hours as well, and of course, direct person-to-person contact.
Dr. Kohli, I feel like it's traveling really quickly, and it's very frustrating considering that this is a preventable disease. What are some ways that we can protect ourselves during the summer travel season?
You know, I'm really glad we're talking about it, because there are things you can do before, during, and after to protect yourself. So before, I would say, most important thing, know your vaccination status. You know, get those 2 doses, 97% effective. Just 1 dose is 93% effective. If there's any doubt, then you get a booster. You also check to see where you're going and what the measles status is there. So go to that, city or country's public health website. Try to figure out what the vaccination rates are there, as well as what the status of the virus is there. And then, of course, during your travel, it's going to sound awful because it's summer, we all just want to have fun, but wear a high-quality mask on that airplane. A KN95 or an N95 is what you need to protect yourself. Wipe down everything again with either a bleach-based product or an alcohol-based product. And then just make sure that, after you come back, that you're actually monitoring for symptoms for up to 3 weeks after you come back. Now, the thing with airplanes, the reason they're so tricky is because people can be on them and be spreading it and not even know it.
Right.
Yeah. And let's be honest, it's the same thing as what we talked about with COVID. A lot of people don't want to cancel plans.
Right.
The last thing they want to say is, oh, it's nothing. I can tell it's nothing.
Right. You convince yourself.
And if you're vaccinated, it might be kind of more mild for you, because that's the whole point of vaccination, is to make it more mild. But think about what we do on a plane. We all sit in a little tube, as we've talked about before. We're all breathing the same air. Yes, there's HEPA filters, but we get exposed to it before it gets filtered. We're coming from all different places where there could potentially be measles. We're crowding onto the jet bridge and near our bags and on the plane itself. And then people are coughing and sneezing, and you have prolonged exposure. So it's really a setup for this. And I think even with the summer COVID variant, it's really a good idea for us to just be cautious. We don't have to cancel our plans, but just put that radar up again.
Who should be extra cautious?
I think there are people that should not travel this summer on a plane, and those are infants under the age of 12 months, because those are unvaccinated infants, and it's measles here is measles everywhere. We know that it's all around our country. Pregnant women who are not vaccinated, because if they get infected, obviously danger to mom, but also danger to the unborn baby. Anyone who's immunocompromised, and then anyone who's unvaccinated, get vaccinated and then travel. Do not travel unvaccinated, because not only are you putting yourself at risk by getting the virus, but you're putting all these other people at risk. And we know that on that plane, people were unvaccinated. The majority of people who get this are unvaccinated.
Let's just be a good human.
I know.
Right?
Look out for people, right?
It's just, as we get into summer. Okay, that's all that we have time for now. We're going to have more travel questions. Thank you, Dr. Kohli.
You can find more with Dr. Kohli at 9news.com/Dr. Kohli.